You Are Computer by UG Krishnamurti. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, algorithms, and pattern recognition. Hello, everyone. This is author PB Flower. Welcome to the 20th episode of my podcast. Today's topic is humans are computers. Yes. Well, I want to take up this revelation that UG Krishnamurti made in 1998 that you are a computer and interpret some of the things that I can see happening, which will lead to interesting events in future. In my theorizing, I have already started writing another book on this narcissistic attitude of us humans, our fascination with competing with the creation to make something as wonderful as our human body. Anyway, let's start from the start. As mentioned many times in my previous podcasts, we as humans have come a long way from survival in the wild to survival in society. Society is a great concept or idea as it divides the responsibility. But it is somewhere confusing as it gives equal rights, or it strives to everyone or to the followers. So how are we computers again? Well, to understand that, let's see what computers are. Of course, we'll take the literal definition. And very early on, it was to just compute mathematical problems. Next, these machines could be programmed to work out mathematical and logical problems automatically. And modern computers can perform broad sets of operations and perform a wide range of tasks. And how do they do that? How is that achieved? Well, by programming, of course. And now we have infused in it AI, or artificial intelligence. And AI is nothing but a replication of what our brain does. Okay, so let's understand the concept of machine learning first, because then we can better understand how magnificent our brain is. So machine learning, again, literally, is the study of computer algorithms that can improve automatically through experience and by the use of data. And experience of machine, I mean. It is seen as a part of artificial intelligence. Machine learning algorithms build a model based on sample data, known as training data, in order to make predictions or decisions without being explicitly programmed to do so. So it is essentially, machine learning is essentially building on itself. It is achieved by pattern recognition. And I have touched it a little bit in my series, All Kaal None, and I will quickly read an excerpt to keep the ritual alive. Premise here is that Eklavya and his best friend from college, Shur, are working on a project for their final year. And Eklavya had already done something, and so Shur is saying, "Give me the workings." So Eklavya says, "Normal security is around validation. I just added my bit, made it adaptive." So Shur was now intrigued. So he asked, "Sweet, how?" So Eklavya explained, "It is based on threat detection modeling, like repetitive or non-repetitive patterns around unauthorized access, retrieval of passwords, etc. Because security as such is full of holes. This code is based on blocking what was not coded, self-evolving, ever-learning, changing." So Eklavya had created full end-to-end software ready to release as a refined product. Now, Shur was startlingly impressed when he heard this. So he said, "Bruh, this is so extra." So Eklavya responds, "Meh, I low-key hate it." So Shur was surprised how Eklavya could dismiss such an excellent product. So he responds, "You killed it, man. I see some serious potential here. I mean, this kind of technology doesn't exist right now. Because he's saying that because in the series, when this is being talked about, it is, I believe it's 2015 something. So Iklavya responds by saying, hashtag curve. So Iklavya bailed out of any long-term prospects from this project because he does not believe in long-term goals. So Shur says, straight fire, bruh. I would like to build on it with you. I mean, not this version. This is perfect and your work. So Iklavya says, all yours once the project is graded. I'm out. I want to explore Python. Iklavya put forward his choice of programming language. So Iklavya is interested in another programming language, which is Python. I know most of you might not know, but it's the preferred language when it comes to AI. So Shur smiled and said, friggin' hacker, I get it. He said hacker because Python is also a very easy language, I believe, to hack for hacking. So that's what he said. Now, Iklavya gave it all away to Shur. Whatever he designed here for the security project for their fourth year in college. So he gave it all away to Shur. And after the project was turned in for finals, Shur needed some distraction from his misery. So he launched his own company, Rookie Inc., and building on Iklavya's code, whatever he had coded for their project. So AI was not impressive to Iklavya. So AI, which is artificial intelligence, like I talked about, was not impressive. Iklavya required native intelligence to balance his contrived existence. What does this mean? This means, I've already said that Iklavya is an engineered being. So he is attracted to the opposite, which is native intelligence, and that's what attracts him more than this artificial intelligence that we are so fascinated with. So it amused him to watch humans delight in paltry replications, nonetheless. So now that we have talked about replication here, let's see the similarity between us and the direction we are headed towards with computers. So this machine learning is based on automating response, okay, by pattern recognition. That's the most important thing, and building up on experiences of the machine experience. Now, as soon as we are born, we are fed with the knowledge of what people around us know, and then rules of how to behave so that it is acceptable to the world, the artificial world, the society, which is nothing but an idea. Now, we have to learn everything our school system teaches us, pass exams. We are taught to learn from our mistakes. We gain experience and shape our response accordingly. And now we're doing the same in a machine. So first, it was us. Now you see the similarity. Why Yuji said that we are computers, because we do the same to ourselves. And now we are replicating it in a machine. So why are we not training humans to be efficient than creating machines that are like humans? So let me read a phrase from my book, and then we'll talk about this more. So AI project was seeded early on by Iklavya. Best route when eliminating human workforce constraints. Efficiency, ethics, effectiveness. 3 advantages of a machine, not AI. Humans cannot be trusted. A machine can be, until mind network is tapped into devices. But that is future technology. Not for Earthers yet. They are close, very close. So this phrase is about Iklavya and where he stands when it comes to AI. So here Iklavya pointed out a few things on why machine is preferred by us humans. And key thing here is that it said not AI. It said that the efficiency, ethics, and effectiveness are 3 advantages of machine, which means computer, not the AI-driven machine. And so let us elaborate on machine part, and then we will see next why AI does not fit in here. So for the machine part, humans cannot be trusted. We are infected by thoughts and ideas, so we talk of ethics. But no one is ethical. None of the humans are ethical, not always. Humans are not fast enough. Machines are, and can be even faster. Depends on how far we go with the innovation. So humans make mistakes. As we digress, machines are linear and do not branch out on tangent or get distracted. We do, as machine follows steps programmed into it. So this is a good comparison on why machine is preferred. Now, in my series All Kaal None, Niklav has also said something else very interesting on ethics, because I mentioned ethics just now. So he's telling Zenith here, you know what ethics mean? It is behavior that is based on principles and morals. I can feed that in AI and get the most ethical worker. It is not unique to humans. It is a product of conditioning, brainwashing. So now let's read something that UG Krishnamurti has said in 1998 in a little bit more, with little bit in detail actually. And then probably we can delve into the AI. I know I'm moving the AI part further and further, but this is very interesting what UG Krishnamurti said. So he pointed out, of course, that you are computer. He didn't mean him, but you are computer, meaning we all, as humans are. And he continued to say, our brain is a computer. It's searching, is thinking. It is a mechanical process. There is no thinker thinking in this computer. Unfortunately, we do not accept that thought is mechanical because that knocks down our feelings. We are mechanical machines. We are extraordinary machines, nevertheless, in no way different from computers with parallel computing. We are not just computers, but also something more complex, something living. Again, whatever UG Krishnamurti said right now, it was back in 1998. So even then, he could draw that parallel, even when the computers were not that evolved. So again, with the fascination of replication, us humans have moved on to AI now. We are not just limited to, just the machine part of it. We now want machines to be intelligent like us. So let's take a simple thing called driving our car. Now, when we drive any vehicle, our brain is constantly working out everything that is on the road and behind us, on the side of us. And we also sometimes talk to whoever is riding with us, like the passenger or people sitting behind us if we are in a car, or talk on phone. We even sometimes text. And at the same time, we navigate and drive to different streets, take exits, turn, etc., and maneuver through the traffic. So, and now we have fed all of this into machine to come up with the AI-infused logic with self-driving cars. Can you imagine how much work has been put into it? Can you really imagine? It's a lot of work. All the pattern recognition that has gone into it, and yet it is still not perfect like us. I mean, we are not perfect either. We make mistakes, but still. And you know why? Because AI in it is not that advanced yet. So we're not there yet. And that's what Iklavi had said when I read that phrase where Earthers are not there yet. We haven't infused that level of AI. However, it is getting there. We're getting where AI-infused machines or computers with AI will be able to build response without programming every scenario in them, They will build on their experience like us humans do. They can learn human languages like we do. They can work out complex problems and make decisions like us humans do. And once they do that, they could say no, like us humans do. But then, wouldn't that be not favorable to us? I mean, we don't want to hear no. And suddenly it will be all for nothing. If I ask my phone to play me a music and it doesn't just want to process my request because it decided that it's not in a mood to play music and says no to me or just doesn't do anything, is it any useful to me now? So how will we draw that line when we infuse our machines with this kind of technology where we are not programming everything and we are letting the machine learn itself? Are we not empowering these machines to be so independent that they start refuting us? It could be possible that tomorrow my self-drive car might want to be just parked and not drive out. It would not start and say, not today. There's also a possibility of hybrids, the cyberbots with organic matter in them, right? I mean, we have theorized it in so many movies. So what if it figures out this hybrid cyberbot that I'm talking about with the organic matter into machines? What if it figures out that humans are mortals, and perhaps that these AI-driven hybrid machines can go on forever by tapping into an endless stream of energy, like the sun? Would they then need us? To get a better perspective on this theorization, read my last book from the series All Kaal None. There's a chapter on it, on how the human eradication took place. And to get into how the future might shape up due to hybrid intelligence take over, you'll have to wait for my next book. I'm still writing it. Well, thank you for listening in. This is author PB Flower signing off. Until next time. Bye-bye.